Hello, welcome back to Mr. Arsenal podcast for another match day watch along, and we are live for the big potential judgment day. And there's a match day 2 match between England and the Netherlands. As I say, this could be judgment day. This could be, as European champions, the most embarrassing situation come. What now? 7 o'clock, just after 7 o'clock UK time. The European champions could effectively be out if they don't win. So it's a must win. We have to win. So it's in our hands, so to speak, going into the weekend for the final game of the groups to qualify out of the group of death. The hardest, only pretty much going by so far, the only group that's going to be that could be like that. On the worst case scenario, it could be wrapped up tonight like that. Oh God, Catherine's in the chat already. Got to be on and off depending on demands of work. Reprieve. Yeah, no worries there. Okay, you couldn't help yourself. What, we went a minute and a half of being live? And no. Just no. I will be sick. I will be sick if you do. Put it that way. Because you and others will be unbearable. Couldn't give a toss about it. It's only we're the best in the world. Woohoo! Get a life. But yeah, let's talk about the scoreboard quickly as the teams get ready to line up. They've done the toss and all that. For who kicks off, who doesn't. Both teams wearing their home jerseys as well. And now we're taking a knee. Oh, I don't know. I think this is the fucking refereed our first leg against Leon. Look how that played out for us. And we are off my end. Big game. My prediction, I'm going to go for a prediction. I'll go just because, obviously, I'm English and all that. I'm going to go 2-1 England. I think we go 1-0 down. Vivian Miedema, absolute screamer. Or Pelova, one of the two. And then we find a way. We're on the attack now, though. As I say this, I say that, Lucy Bond being Lucy Bond, so not really. Because doing this one out isn't the way to go. Also, if you're hearing a noise on the mic, you pick up the mic, it's a fan I've got on currently, trying to keep myself from not melting to death whilst I'm novel. And offside's been called or foul. 1 of the 2, I just missed it. Otherwise, Russo was through, but then Van Dominant, or Van Dosmia, how you want to pronounce it. Bronze. What's Bronze doing? Seriously. I cannot stand this woman at the moment. She's been pissed me off for the last year. She pissed me off the other night. And just over a minute into the match itself, and she's already pissing me off. Come on. So there's no reason for her to fucking push the defender in the back like that. It wasn't by accident. It was a purposeful back off shove. Both hands. What is she playing at? Oh my God! I know she's got experience, but it comes to a point where the game's left her basically. She needs to fucking retire. At least from an international point of view. Oh, but she's amazing for Chelsea. Yeah, because fucking Chelsea are fucking dominant in the fucking WSL. It is what it is. When everyone bends over you for week in, week out, it's easy for you to not look fucking suspect. There. And there's your scoreboard. We have won the set. BX, big up to yourself. Says Yorker, they were stalling and making mental wake up. Yeah, that's literally, as I was about to go live, that broke from Fabrizio, the bastard. All the news I wanted to hear today, that's not the news I wanted to hear. And the fact, we're getting to that because obviously, the fact that we're going by Fabrizio, is exclusive from him. We're putting up 50 million altogether as an offer. Arteta sees him as a starter. Because I'm sorry, you're not spending £50 million on a bench warmer. And that's what it should, that's what Mendoza should be at Arsenal. A bench. We coming to Arsenal, a bench warmer. But hey ho. Then you got David Ornstein earlier on going after saying before how going for Mendoza does not affect Eze or Rodrigo. They're all separate deals. They could all be done this window together. Him coming doesn't mean that this one is not. This won't going to happen or that one ain't going to happen. Today, well, they've got the choice out of Eze, Mendoza, or Morgan Rogers. If they pick one, they won't get the other two. What a... I can't say the word, but you know where I'm going with that one. And now apparently, since it's been pointed out, he's trying to edit the original story now out of existence. Prick. Pete's asking, are we still confident we'll get Gorkales? I am. Nothing. Not panicking yet. Just go with the flow. Let's go with the flow. Colo ain't going to jail. He'll pay a fine. Yeah, that's another thing. He's coincidentally left Madrid now, going to Brazil. He's now been done for something that happened in 2014, his first stint. Evidence on the attack here. Get rid of it. Hannah Hampton come out. Thank God for that. I don't want him either. I really don't. Arteta will put him out on left wing. But that then tells me he's selling both Trossard and Martinelli. And Eze's going to be obviously if we do get Eze, still he'll be the competition to Odegaard basically. Because he has these brain fart moments. This is the thing. And like I say, no club spends £50 million overall for a player, including add-ons, as I say, and then benches it. Basically, your bench warmer. You are fighting for your spot. You've got to earn your spot in the 11 sort of attitude. We only paid 29 mil for Mendoza, so we're getting 21 profit. Well, you say 21 mil profit, but also was there in the deal with his previous club, was there agreement of a sell-on clause? Because that's the case, you're fucked. If we lose targets because of don't. Trust me, they won't have to worry about BX and lots of BX and Lee Gallo and all that writing. I'll be fucking going to the stadium and fucking writing. Put it this way: if somehow we don't end up with a striker, i.e. Gorkales, if we don't end up, fuck it. If we don't end up with Gorkales, Eze, and basically we don't end up with them two. We'll throw Rodrigo in. Fuck it. We don't end up. We don't get any of them three. We don't end up with them three at all. And it's just after Mendoza's done. That's it. I am going to be pissed. I will not spend another fucking penny at that club. I won't. I'll cover the games on here, but I won't go to the games anymore. Fuck them. Why the fuck am I going to keep funding them, buying shirts or going to the games, this, that, and the other, when they can't? They're penny pinching and buying fucking box load of crap. On the attack, just doesn't even cross it. He pulls it back into play. That's about two defenders. But Hemp's amazing. And then your teammate's not doing what you're trying to do until afterwards. And by then it's too late. Jules Stanway, you're useless. I hope Eze isn't going to buy him. That's why we're in for Nonny. Going by the reports, even this morning, BX, Eze wants Arsenal. No, there's no if buts or maybe. Like he doesn't. There's no indication or implement that he's wanting to leave, but he only wants to come to Arsenal. There's no other club in his mind, basically. Two, no, just don't fucking hemp in outstrike it about. Ah, this is either clean the connection from Russo. Is that official, Pete? Like definite, or just a rumor bullshit? Oh, Rose is messaging me. What does he want? What's he sending me now? Of course. Yes, she's dropping it in as well. Of course she is. Chelsea want 50 million fixed. The thing is, Chelsea want £50 million up front, based on their Langer going to Newcastle for 55 mil. They're both crap, to be honest, but still. Oh, okay, Devon Austin, okay. Reached total agreement with West Ham United to sign Hamid Kudus, deal for 24-year-old. Worth in the region of £55 million. Medical schedule Thursday. Imagine picking Tottenham over Chelsea. Yeah, I've just seen it now, yeah. In the group chat. Imagine that. Good player, don't get me wrong, but it'd be interesting if he bounces. With Kudos, it'd be interesting if he bounces back, because obviously last season was horrendous. Not just him, for the whole West Ham in general, but for him personally, performance-wise. It'd be interesting if he bounces back, or what we saw last season is now what we're going to see from in future, basically. Right. Oh, fucking hell, ref. I'll have to go to play on. I need to see a replay of this, because it looks like bloody Hem got a smack in the head. And the ref just goes, no, play on. What did I tell you about this ref, by the way? I swear, Catherine, can you confirm this, by the way? Is this the same ref that refereed us against Leon in the first leg? She looks like she is, but I'm not going to. Let's have a look. Coming together. From the first angle, it looked, from the initial shot, it did look like I got a smack in the head, deliberate smack in the head. But no, that's in the replays, no. Even I can admit that. But it's going to be interesting if Kudos is going to be what he was at West Ham last year, or what we know he can be at, basically, going forward. The ref is Brazilian. Okay, so not the same ref, okay. That wasn't a foul, but okay. Literally wasn't a foul, but Kate, give Holland the free kick. Why not? Yeah. By the way, I am covering both games. Obviously, not just this game. I'll be covering the late kickoff as well between Wales and France. Like I say, depending on how this game goes, I could be very peed off going into that. Very, very peed off going into that. What is Hannah Hampton doing? Oh my god! Oh my god! But Hannah Hampton's amazing, guys. She can do anything Mary Earps can do, but better. Yeah, she goes to Chelsea. The woman arrived at from Villa to Chelsea as number 3. She became number 1 by default because of injuries and other things, so we say, between Emma Hay and a certain other goal and certain goalkeepers, so we say, in terms of fallings out. So it's more default that she became number 1, basically. Yorker was still stalled. Not stalled, it's just gone from very. We got bombarded with news galore on Sunday and a little bit Monday, and trinkets yesterday to an extent, but it's just sort of rinse and repeat yesterday. And today it's sort of. Which is fine, I'm not panicking. The thing is, I'm not panicking because fucking the guy at Lisbon, we've seen how Lisbon operate with Bruno Fernandes, and United went in for him, and Tottenham initially and all that. And we're seeing it, and we've seen all this. We've seen how this guy operates, even this summer with Gorkales. How there's a gentleman's agreement in place, and now because he's had another amazing season, it's what? No, we didn't say that. What are you on about? This is the risk because you don't want to go. They don't want to pay. You stay, and all that crap. And it's called that beer faff as well. So it's never going to be, even up from the Sunday news. The news we got on Sunday, it was never going to be like hit done like that. Be exciting. What channel was the match on? It's on BBC One in the UK. So it'll be like iPlayer, or in Catherine's says Fox Sports 1. I'm assuming it's Fox Sport. Oh yeah, Sesko's done and dusted. To the point, even when the news broke on Sunday about Yorkles, it's rumoured that he unfollowed Arsenal, Sesko, on his Instagram. Oh dear, thank fuck. But up till literally 25 minutes ago, I was praying that this Mandueke thing was just a smoke screen and just one of them things of, well, we're putting feelers out there, but we making out he's a choice, but deep down, it's actually not a choice, and it's actually this person. But no, that's not the case. Come on. Of course, Rosie arrives eventually. It took you, 18 minutes? Oh dear, I don't know where you're on the leaderboard actually. Let's have a look. There you go. Oh, by the way, Rosie, I'm seeing your message now about Ancelotti. Yeah, he's been sentenced to a year in prison, but he's not going to serve any time behind bars. He has the option of paying a fine, which he will pay. Well, look at the fine; it's a slap in the wrist. Absolutely melting. Hemp, do something. What is Hemp doing there? Come on. Your head wasn't. You're looking up, and you looked across, and you still went ahead and passed the ball to a fucking Netherlands defender. Fucking hell. I'll double check for you in a minute, but it's basically a slap on the wrist. Also, big up to the people watching over on X as well, over via George's Twitter account. Hello, welcome. If you want to come over to the actual YouTube channel itself and participate in the chat as well, feel free. Yeah, that's what I'm talking for. The leaderboards. Who's top dog at the moment in the old live chat? Turn that down, thank you. We're not doing it today, is it? She's not doing it today. Okay, so you don't want to do it. Okay. Doesn't look like it's doing it today. Okay. I've not turned it off, so I don't know what. So what are YouTube picking and choosing what streams can have that feature on? Okay. I mean, that was in play, so I don't know what she's been accused of there. Yeah, okay. I'm hoping that's about to England and not fucking giving her a Netherlands free kick. I did see the goals, yes. Why highlights? I saw the goals. I didn't watch the game because I had this funny feeling. But I will cover the final. Don't worry, Gavez. It's a final. It'll be the final. You find out you got tonight. I will be covering the final on Sunday. Assume it doesn't clash. One second. Saying that, it might even clash with our Mido's on the bench. By the way. Okay, let's have a look about this house. Oh, can't do it. I can't cover your final game. Oh dear. England are playing against against Wales, so I can't cover it. Sorry. Oh, and James is so easy to dislike. Yep. But being from our point of view, if an Arsenal fan says it, we're seen as being how can I put this? Jealous. A PC way of putting it, put it that way. But it's not. Why is this one's complaining? You got the free kick. Just take the goddamn free kick. Or is it telling you on your end? Is it? Let's have a look because it's not even telling me. On my phone, it wouldn't tell me. It's telling you fantastic. Because on the phone it said that it wasn't having it basically. Nope, not you. Oh, okay, yeah. But on the phone I can't see, but on the PC setup I can. Okay. Or Rosie can buy. Let's not speak too soon because Rosie can quite easily spend her way to the top, as we found out the other night. There's a lot really scrappy game to be honest. Skinner's up 2-0 on sets and 1-1 in the third. And he's shouting to win one set. Oh, okay, what the hell is going on? Oh, well, Pete's screaming yes. So I'm not even looking at his screen now. I'm looking at my other screens. Having nothing shot. Right. Oh, Russo, go on, Russo. Go on, Russo. Come on. Oh, Lauren James turns in as a shot. Oh, come on. That's what you needed. If I was Arsenal, I'd be disappointed with Van Dosmia, but I'm happy. Sorry, Van Dosmia, but God. No, you will never see Lauren James ever again in this tournament. England won. Russo the assist as well. Netherlands 0. It's been a bit scrappy, to be honest, opening days. I can't say we've totally deserved in terms of being a complete dominant side. It's been 50-50. Or they're going to check for offside of Vela Toon, aren't they? Even though she's nowhere near the eye line. Yeah. She's off. Vela Toon's sitting in an offside position, but she's nowhere near Van Dosmia's eye line, basically. There's no way she can influence a defender or the goalkeeper there. Of course you pipe up now, Gav. Yeah, of course you pipe up now, yeah. Okay. Now this time, England, don't fuck it up. Big goal potentially from how the game goes. Big goal. Come on. Again with this, if anything, this backs up what me and Catherine said the other night. You cannot shoe just because you like playing Lauren James. In terms of I'm referring back to when we played France, you cannot just shoehorn her in. If you're preferring Beth Mead in that particular game, Beth Mead and Lauren Hemp as your wingers, That's great. Just means Lauren James has to be on the bench, has to come off from the bench and have an influence that way. You can't just shoehorn her in and play as a cam, which is not a cam. Because what did she played the cam role all night on Saturday, and you didn't see a wink of her at all. Playing the wing tonight in her natural position, guess what you've got? She's more involved. And she scored a goal. Okay, I'm on it now. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it. Okay, where are we? There we go. Yeah, saw it. Was it the Sky News on this? He saw it, and then obviously in the group chat, the channel group chat on WhatsApp, started chatting about it as well. And apparently, a statement from that there was word going about. A statement would be due from Red Bull explaining why and why they've come to why halfway through their season, the F1 season, they've decided to go through that route, but time will tell.
Hello.
Yes, knock yourself out, defend yourself to Gav.
All I'm saying. Okay, so one, there's the whole, Arsenal have signed officially Chloe Kelly and Taylor Hines, welcoming them back. People are like, "Oh, LJ, it's your turn to come home." Like, no, Chelsea can keep her. I think she has a massive attitude problem that she's now been in major tournaments long enough that she should not be reacting in ways that she should be. Um, I think she still has some of that, but in regards to last game to this game, it is very different to be cheering for pretty much as a neutral to be cheering for England. There is a difference in the way that both of these games have been played so far, and Lauren James, she should be able to be playing really in any attacking role. And maybe it was Serena's fault for starting James in the attacking mid role, but I don't even think she got a single shot off on target. And like all of her shots that I remember seeing were like so far off target. And all I'm saying is that in the last 22 minutes, which was about when the goal was scored, she's played much better in the first 22 minutes of this game than she has in the entirety of the 90 that she played against France.
Yeah, that's what I
So
said.
a little bit pissed off that Beth Mead got the bench. Ooh, Russo's in. Oh no.
Hi, Chris.
I forgot what I was saying. I get so distracted
Yeah,
so
basically,
easily.
in terms of why
But,
Lauren
but
James,
there's
Beth
yeah,
Mead's not playing, and Lauren James obviously this, that, and the other.
but yeah. Oh, it's gonna rain, and I'm kind of excited for that. I'm hearing the thunder. But yeah, a little bit sad to not see Beth Mead playing or starting, I should say. She could be coming back on at some point. I mean, knowing Serena, she'll probably make a 60-minute, 70, 75-minute, and an 80 to 83-minute change. Like I think it's kind of like a certain man that we all are glad that he's no longer with the club, but very like this is when the subs are going to get made, and it's going to be like for like it's not going to be anything game changing. But I will say, James, this game has been playing a lot better.
Because she's playing a natural position, that's why. That's
But you would think that
that's what I mean.
she wouldn't have struggled as much. I mean, it, I don't know. It's one of those interesting things, but
I was the same
I don't
before.
know. I don't know if you had seen it earlier, and maybe it could potentially be playing a little bit more into this game. Um, the referee and why you might recognize her. She was the ref for the England versus Spanish World Cup final.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but she refed four matches at the World Cup. One at the women's
Champions League.
CONMEBOL tournament, South America tournament.
Oh,
Um,
okay. But the Copa, their version of Copa America sort of thing.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
and Brazilian league games.
Oh, okay.
Um, do you want to know who's fairly disappeared right now for England? That um, we got a lot of hate for saying that they did not perform all that great. Kira Walsh, where is she?
Oh yeah.
She on the field?
I
Yeah,
think more Lucy Bronze.
yeah,
The hate I got on the weekend after the England game for basically because everyone's like Leah going for Leah. I was like, well, yeah, we can call out Leah because I said I was being fair. I was actually saying buying two players at the entire squad that played, actually from the starting 11 and play and subs. Only two players really tried, and one of them was a fucking teenager, Michelle, and the other one being Beth. From in my opinion, everyone else, yeah, we can call that as long as you're not going to single her out on her own. Yes, let's call out Lucy. Let's call out Kira Walsh. Let's call out and berated bias from Chelsea fans mainly, and spew of bullshit was ridiculous.
yeah. It was an interesting kind of backlash
Mm,
because it was pretty much a lot of what I was seeing was more of bashing on um, more or less the Arsenal players than the
mm,
Chelsea ones. When you had someone had taken a picture of the stats from just the Lucy Bronze stats, and those let's see, she made one error that led to a goal. She made multiple others. She was the most like she lost the most duels. Like there were so many things
yeah,
that happened on that one, but she was the prime reason for me to say switch to a back three.
yeah,
Right now they're making it work. It looks like they've flipped out who's playing where. It looks like they have Jess Carter as left center back and
mm,
Alex Greenwood as a left
fullback.
back.
Yeah,
Yeah, which maybe that just works out just a little bit better for everyone. Ooh,
we saw for ourselves from an Arsenal point of view last season. All this time up till last season, we were using Steph Catley as our fullback, put in at left centre back instead for club alongside Leah, and obviously then dropped McCabe in, and then occasionally let someone else in at left back. It worked. Somehow it just worked. The balance was just there.
yeah, and I think the problem is that I went back to be looking at everyone's primary positions, and
Mm,
the only like fully natural fullback that England has is Lucy Bronze.
yeah,
No one, well, and Neve Charles, but they play on the same side, so
yeah,
really, but pretty sure that Neve plays on the left for
for a club, yeah.
Chelsea. So
Because I was in whilst I,
so there you go. You would then actually have two players that are natural fullbacks,
mm,
and you're playing three center backs because, and I think most of that is because Lucy, if you look at her damn heat map, that was a good save by DVD,
mm,
claiming it high. If you look at the heat map of Lucy Bronze, she spent most of her time in the French half, not the English half. She spent more time on the right wing than really Beth Mead in the 60 minutes that Beth Mead had played,
mm.
which should not be the way it goes, but uh,
Yeah,
I
because
don't know.
I think it was Monday. I think it was Monday. The Monday games. I was in someone else doing a watch along in the chat and all that. And I asked them about the Lucy Bronze thing. Like, we can all agree that Lucy needs to be either dropped or rotated. Something needs to happen with Lucy this tournament to give her the kick at the backside. And actually, one of them came out and said they thought that's why Leticia was taken. But Leticia is a centre back by trade in terms of for United anyway.
Yeah, and that's why, like, I
Again,
never
it's
wish a player to get injured, and I had said this on during the France game. I don't ever wish for a player to get injured, but for the sake of England and them actually moving forward and having looking 2, 3, 4, 5 years into the future, I hope that Lucy Bronze gets injured just so that England have to face who can be her replacement.
Yeah.
Even if it's like she's going to be out for 6 weeks. Well, if she got injured in this game and she's out for 6 weeks, then like that puts pressure on England to they would have to have a makeshift for the rest of this tournament. But maybe that's a blessing in disguise. I mean, I don't know if you watched any of the Dutch games last Euros, but Van Dumselaar was not the starter.
No, she's just blossoming.
Their starter got injured. Like, I think injured her shoulder, and she came in at what, like 2019? I don't even know how old she is.
I think she was 19.
She came in and she just stood her ground and was like, "This is where I belong." And she kind of cemented herself, and then she went to Villa, and then we bought her. Oh no, she went to Villa. She was at Villa.
She was at Villa for a season.
Oh.
Daphne's 25 now. In 2020.
She was 21.
Yeah, 21. Yeah.
Who was really, I think it might have even been like her debut, like, or she had 2 caps to her name. Like, she didn't have a whole lot, so she just came in and was like, "This is where I belong now." And now look at where she's at.
Yeah.
Almost 4 years on, she's won the Champions League. Probably, going bold prediction here, she's gonna have at least 3 more trophies to her name by the end of the Arsenal season. Like, one of them might be, the personal Golden Glove award, but good things to come for her. Hopefully, really good things to come for Arsenal. Right now, the Dutch can just stay where they're at, but there's your Prince in the stands. I had flashed over to him.
I'll see in a second.
What time are you at?
36:27. Okay, yep.
I'm like 25 ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. Gav's asking, by the way, who do we think Chelsea will face on Sunday? PSG or Madrid? I think PSG.
PSG.
And if it's PSG, you're fucked, as Inter found out in the Champions League final. PSG riding that wave, my friend, and you don't want PSG. If you want to win this, you want Madrid.
Madrid, you would actually have a chance.
But
think about it. Think about the game or the teams in which Chelsea played to get to where they are. They had to play LA. Benfica might have been, maybe their best competition, along with who they played yesterday.
Oh, Flamengo. Flamengos.
Fluminense.
Thiago Silva, basically.
Yeah. But no, I saw something interesting that the year in which Chelsea qualified for this 2021 Champions League, there is only one player that played in the game yesterday that was a part of the 2021 Champions League final game, and he was playing for the opponent, Thiago Silva.
Of course, yeah.
The Dutch have a player down, got hit in the face, could potentially be losing some teeth. They're
But yeah,
wiggling it around.
this is the thing with I know it's the inaugural new setup of the Club World Cup. But this is the flaw in the system with this particular one, because you've got teams that you've put in there because they won it for Chelsea, for example. They won a Champions League in 2021. They're part of that 4-year cycle. That team, as you say, that team's no longer here. It's a whole new fucking squad and
Yeah.
ownership, by the way.
Oh, did you see Maresco's presser
Well,
from
yesterday,
before the
no,
game? He was like, well, Chelsea have played a lot of games this year. We've played 62.
and
And the journal came back and he said,
wait till the Champions League
well,
next year.
they've played 70, so check your facts.
Stop being
And
arrogant.
also, Chelsea have what, 2.5 full squads? Like,
Mm,
England have a corner. Alex Greenwood is about to take it.
yeah, say no, my Spain.
But and the Netherlands are down a player.
Yeah, she doesn't look. Yeah, as I was saying,
She was running. Yeah, she was running around to go get crosses in, cleared out again.
you'd assume so, Gav, because I was just answering Gav's question. Does if they were to win it on Sunday, would they qualify automatically for the next one? You'd assume so. You're defending. Otherwise, what's the point of it? Again, that throws into question even more question that the tournament. If the champions don't get to defend it 4 years on, mind you, it will be in Saudi Arabia in 4 years' time. When I say, considering it's going to have to be a Winter World Cup again, when the World Cup comes along, that for that one, this next one could take place during our season, Club World Cup. So think of that as well.
Yeah, the AI overview says yes, winning the FIFA Club World Cup in the current year generally grants a team automatic qualification for the next edition of the tournament. This is because the winners of the continental club competitions, such as the Champions League, etc., are typically granted automatic entry into the Club World Cup. If a team wins the Club World Cup, they are considered the champion of that particular competition and are therefore eligible for the next edition. So there's your official AI overview.
Excuse me, pardon me.
I have absolutely no meetings today, and I'm just taking a break. I was telling my coworker earlier, it doesn't feel like a Wednesday. It feels like a Thursday afternoon, and this was
Yeah, I
at
felt that as
this
well.
was this was at 10 a.m. this morning. So this was 3 hours ago. Oh, there's a Russo off target header again.
I mean, we're creating chances. I'm
We're
shocked.
creating a lot more chances.
Yeah, we need to get a second before if we want to kill this game off though. At some point, because otherwise Netherlands will just nick something out of nowhere. You know what it's like. But so far, from the Netherlands' point of view, considering what they've got in terms of Pilova starting, Vivian Miedemar, for example, they've not offered much going forward so far. Anyway, touch wood. I thought it'd be, even up to nil, it was nil up to our goal. It was like 50-50 that gritty. Like neither team sort of dominated to an extent. And even now, it's like we're not dominating, but we're creating more. We're pushing a bit more. We want it a bit more.
Yeah.
You'd think the Netherlands there'd be a bit about the Netherlands tonight, considering if they were to lose tonight, they've then got to beat France on Sunday to go and obviously it's a winner takes all between them their game then. Because you would think if we win tonight, we'll finish off the job. We'll finish off the job on Wednesday, on Sunday, Sunday night.
Oh, the whistle?
Well,
No. All right. Do you think they'll ever expand this to like adding 4 more teams and then just doing top two from each group, and then the
Mm,
overall best two third ranked in the groups. So that way, if you had a group of death situation like this, like
mm.
if the Dutch and France draw, and England win, like they would whoever well it would be the Dutch.
But basically,
Like
you'll be able to.
they would
Once,
the Dutch
hey,
would be one of the best third ranked. Like you could get through on a 1-1-1.
yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah,
In England on a fast breakaway, Lauren James kind of free space, heavy touch though, takes the shot and it's blocked.
because that's what they've
Uh,
done with the men's game since the 2016 Euros. That's what they did with the men's Euros for the last. Or since, as I say, 2016, they added in that rule. Portugal going further in that they didn't win a single game in their group stage. They drew all three, but got through as one of the best runners up. And in the course of the 90 minutes in the knockout rounds, it was draw after draw, but they was always getting through after extra time to the final. And they eventually they did win. They won the final, as we know, in extra time. But they shouldn't have been there on a normal. But prior to that tournament, they would never have been there if it weren't for the new rule change as well. So it's even that to consider as well. That things like that can happen if you introduce something like that. Again, it brings more teams and encourages more teams to do to try in these games. Also, was it? It was also last night. Was it Italy playing last night? Wasn't it? Like the late game, Italy versus
yeah,
Portugal.
that game was intense.
Yeah, but they sort of. I think if anything, the game itself, from a Portuguese point of view,
That
proved a
was
point.
Monday.
Yeah, but yeah, it proved a point in a sense of the emotions of what happened earlier in that day in the first match day for Portugal was weighing heavily on them against Spain, and obviously it's Spain as well. And as we saw against Belgium, whereas last night they were more at ease, more in control. They didn't lose their heads, and they gave it the game. And the goal they scored at the end, near the end, was worthy. When it on a normal day would win any game, you'd be wow. I think Italy got a bit too confident.
Yeah, Italy got a bit too confident, which allowed Portugal to equalize, and then emotions were flying high in the stoppage time. Um, ooh, oh my God, Georgia Stanway! Holy shit! I thought that was side
That's two
netting.
players we slagged off on match day one.
I thought that was side netting.
I've got to see this now. That's two players we slagged off since day one for match day one. Sorry,
You
where
aren't
are
even
you?
going to
What are you
expect it.
doing? You need to be dropped.
You'll think it's side netting.
So,
The Dutch, so cross goes in,
oh, Daffy's
Dutch
been done
clear it
like
out.
that.
Georgia
Ah,
Stanway outside of the half circle on the top of the
come
18
on.
yard, and it just squeezes right by everyone. And I think there were too many people in front of Van Dumpslar
To get
to
down quick
get
enough,
a
yeah.
clear picture of it. But holy shit!
Great goal, don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah,
I'm sort of holding, even though it's England scoring and I'm happy, I'm sort of holding back because obviously Daffy's in goals. He's my goalkeeper for us. And I was like, what the fuck? When you see the goal from behind, yeah, I think she is she's blinded until the last second. It
yeah.
can't react quick enough. But as I say, this game, two players we slagged off on Saturday. Sorry, oh now
Have
I've
actually turned
stepped
off.
up tonight. They've woke up
No,
tonight.
all right. So we need a good performance from actually to counteract the atrocity that was the France game. Lucy Bronze needs like 2 goals or 2 goal line stops, um, and maybe a slightly better performance from Kira Walsh. Because I mean, other than
Yeah,
her goal,
she didn't
she
do.
was
She was
just taking
non-existent, really. Let's
space.
be honest.
She was taking up space in an empty part of the pitch.
Well, let's get to half time now. Come on. To be fair, I predicted 2-1, but I thought we'd go 1-0 behind first off. But okay.
I was thinking 2-1 or 2-0.
Yeah.
So from that perspective, my predictions are doing great. Or it
Oh,
would
there
have
you go.
been, or it would have been, 0-0 until like the 80th or 85th minute, and then you'd have the winner coming in.
Leave my goalkeeper alone, Gav. She's a Champions League winner.
Can your goalkeeper say that? uh, no. So I don't know if you saw last week. Man City, they had a fuck up, a great fuck up, I think. On their official shop page, going to select your players of who you want, like who you would want on the back of your kit. It had Sydney Lohman on there
Oh God. Yeah,
with
go on.
with the name, with the number. Her picture was there, and guess who Man City announced today? Like 5 days later, Sydney Lohman.
But that's gone down well, like a lead balloon.
Yeah, but yeah, way to spoil a signing.
Mm.
At least Arsenal doesn't release. At least not that I've seen. They've not put players' names out there in on players that they haven't signed
No.
already. Like you're not seeing Gokeres out there right now on the Arsenal Direct page.
No.
You're not seeing Norgard. Is that an official thing? Because like it's kind of petered out.
Basically, we've questioned your God. We've got the here we go and all that. We've had the confirmation that from I think it was David Ornstein as well. That was it David? It was Sunday, wasn't it? Yeah, because it was Sunday. Basically the Christian. I'm trying to think. No, it was either Sunday or Monday. Yeah, basically David Ornstein confirmed the price. It's got about £10 million and like 2 million add-ons or something like that all together. And so it's just a basic matter of. What time is it now in the UK? If it's not done, if we don't get an announcement in the next 10 minutes, it'll probably be tomorrow morning with the official from Arsenal in terms of introducing Christian Norgard.
Yeah.
Norgard basically done. It's just a matter of going through the media stuff because he's been photographed as well. There's been photographs that came out
Yeah,
from the
I've
training
seen
ground
that, but
yesterday.
like, was it really him? Because I couldn't see a face. You're just
You
looking
can
at a
tell by the
body.
hair. You can sort of tell by the hair and the build and all that of the person. But basically, yeah. So basically, done all the media stuff and that typical Arsenal thing. They'll get them in one day doing all the media stuff. You think they're dancing on a day? Oh no, that they'll literally go off then, do the editing, get everything in place. So when they do the announcement, I'm assuming tomorrow now, if not tonight, they can then every half hour just spew out all the other media stuff they've done behind the scenes, the interviews, behind the scenes of the interviews, the tour of the stadium, this, that, and the other, like any and everything. They want to put it all together first before they put it out publicly. It's just an Arsenal thing. It has been for the last how many years now. So if it's not tonight, they're saying the next few minutes, it probably will be tomorrow morning at some point. Christian Norgard will be officially an Arsenal player. But yeah, Gorkades, I'm not again. People are panicking over it. It's gone quiet today. Certain reports are saying this, and certain reports are saying that. It's just people, even media side of things as well, from the actual media side. It's just them using the situation because they know they're going to get a reaction from the Arsenal fans, one way or the other. So if you're going to give them that reaction, they're going to keep doing it. If you don't give them the reaction they want, they will then stop. Then in the future, you will not see this bullshit. It'll just play like it should do, and everyone will be happy, one way or the other. On the other hand, I hate Fabrizio Romano after he's exclusive this evening. The bastard.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of first half for this has actually been a pretty good game.
Mm.
Um, so we have two two assists
Yep.
from Alicia Russo. Um, uh, first assist was to Lauren James in the 22nd minute, and the second was to Georgia Stanley in the second minute of stoppage time. So I'd say that she is having a pretty good game so far, but would love for her to get a goal.
So yeah, stretch my legs is absolutely boiling up me and I'm getting cramp. Oh dear. I mean, even Roos has had more impact in terms of getting more because he's getting more service from more so Hemp because he's getting a lot more of the ball and more space. I'm watching the replays and the highlights here at half time, and Hemp's been given a lot of space throughout the game to run into and do what he wants to do. But with that, obviously, that means Russo's getting more service. He's had a few chances. It's just a slightly better connection. He's still got a goal, I think, by now. Russo.
Yeah, she has had 4 shots. Two of them were off target. One of them was on target, and that was a header. Her other 2 shots that were off target were headers as well. And then her fourth one was a header that was blocked before it even got to her. So, or before it even got a chance to get closer to goal. So far, from a foot mob rating perspective, the worst player for England on the pitch is Hannah Hampton with a 6.2. That's probably she's 5 of 12 on accurate long balls, so it's 42%. So it's
And
probably why it's down a little bit, and it's now a 6.5.
and like once or twice
And
she's been caught out when he got passed back to her, and she's got Bambi on ice mode.
yeah, and then you have Jess Carter, Lucy Bronze, and Ella Toon at 6.8. Leah Williamson at 6.9. She's 4 of 6 on accurate long balls, 26 of 30 on total passes. That's 87%. Best player out there from a foot mob rating perspective is Alessia Russo with 8.5. Probably because of the 2 assists and creating chances. Then Lauren James at 7.8, Georgia Stanway at 7.7, Hemp at 7.2, Greenwood at 7.1, and Walsh at 7. So a lot better than the 4.5 that Lucy Bronze carried in the first half of the France game. On the flip side, the underperformer is Daphne Van Dumselaar, but that's probably because of the 2 goals that she's conceded. Otherwise, from an outfielder perspective, Chastity Grant, she plays for Aston Villa. She's their right winger. Has had attempted 2 dribbles, neither of them were successful. Oh, I just realized that DVD Senior is not in the starting 11.
Don't know why though, but
She almost seemed to have gotten taken off the pitch sooner than I would have expected in the last game. So maybe there's an underlying issue. Holy cow. There's a WNBA game on right now, and you have a team that is 12-7, and the other team is 2-16. The underdogs are winning that game.
I'll say, geez, it's about the performance from the girls today, and what a time to get the second time. Yeah, I was saying about 5 minutes prior, give or take, that we needed to get that second before sooner rather than later, because the longer it stayed 1-0, the Netherlands would have gone in confidence, and the talent they have in the attack, we know what they can do. So it was pivotal, and that could help kill the game second half. Going to be interesting how the girls come out now in terms of how they approach that second half now with the 2-goal buffer. From our point of view,
it's gonna be interesting. The one thing that I would hate to see is for them to take their foot off the pedal. I think they've done that before. It's where we see it. I think we see it like all the time. It's just taking your foot off the pedal when you're up 2-0 at halftime, even 1-0. Like 1-0 is not that much of a buffer. Like go two. Two, you can ease off a little bit. You can. I mean, you're going 90, and now you need to drop it down by maybe 5, but don't put on the brakes. That would be like one of the stupidest things. If I hope that if there are any halftime substitutes, that it's not anything major. Like
Sorry, assuming this
for a
comes.
halftime substitute at this point, just do a like for like. Don't be putting on extra attackers. You're not that desperate, because then you're going to leave yourself open in the back. Don't put on defenders, because then you're just going to go into a low block. And I think that's where the Dutch could have some exploits, as if and changed up anything major that they have going on right now.
I was going to say, because also, like we said about the group of death, there's been a group of death. If we were to win this game tonight, it could come down top two being qualified by a goal difference as well, depending on what happens with France later, and then what happens between them and the Netherlands on Sunday. It could come. So realistically, I know we've got Wales, we should. I want the goal difference in that game. But do what you can tonight as well. Take that pressure off yourself. Also put that pressure via back onto the Netherlands to do their job on Sunday.
I would kind of like for France to just get knocked out after they beat England. I think that would be funny.
Arsenal have tweeted out new training gear. So basically, we're getting no announcement of Norgard until tomorrow by the looks of it. Also, what if you're in the chat still? We might as well ask what are your thoughts on the return of Hind. Hind's open. That's a name. Obviously, she's back, and how do you see her in her squad basically? Because obviously she's gone from being a starter and a captain in Liverpool. And me and Catherine were saying the other night, she's not going to be playing ahead of Emily Fox. So where do you see her as the backup to Emily or in midfield? Because I found it very interesting in the introduction, the announcement, paragraph on the website. They put in that she's a very versatile fullback and midfielder. So what are they saying? They see it. They're going to try midfield, maybe.
Ooh. Skinner has advanced on 3-0 over Ben Shelton. 7-6, 6-4. No, I think it's going to be interesting. I think Taylor Hines coming in is going to be. It's going to be strong. I think she's going to be there to be putting a lot of pressure onto, Katie McCabe to be staying in form, for Emily Fox to be staying in form, because not only do you have Hines coming in, you still have Jenna Neiswanger who like that, or like still get them rotating in during cup games type thing, because depending, I think it's a good thing we're now getting like really good squad depth. I think is it's gonna be a good thing. I think she might have been tipped off that Liverpool might have been considering Gareth Taylor as the replacement manager, and
saying that's weird.
So if no one's heard, there is the rumor, and it's a fairly strong rumor, that Gareth Taylor could be taking up and heading up Liverpool women. You would think that as the captain, she would at least maybe know of who the potential new manager would be. And it's just one of those things, like, there was a reason why Chloe Kelly was not happy at Man City, and most of it was due to that man.
Yeah. Just a tad. Then you have that, then you got the Ellie Roebuck situation from the year before, even though we now know why she was sidelined and because of her health. But for a whole year, it seemed like he just completely went, fuck off, don't want you anymore, go away. And the way she was treated, either which way she was treated like a piece of shit. Then obviously with that, Kira Keaton coming number one, and then even last year with Chloe Kelly, Kira Keaton got dropped for no reason. So he's got a habit. He's like Skinner. He's got a habit of upsetting the apple cart basically, and not really having to settle the squad.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he's still gone for, because with the previous manager, I know he left the way he did, but at least for his time there, the squad and the team was settled. There was never that infight. There was never team, fan favourites or big players being dropped out of nowhere for no reason and treated like the scum of the earth.
Interesting. The Netherlands have made
Couples you have to see now. I've seen a couple of
Spitza is on for Berman, and um, Jill Roord is off for Bernstein. So the Dutch have. I think Spitzer coming on is for more of an injury replacement, because the player that she replaced is the one that got her front teeth knocked out. It seemed,
Mm.
and Bernstein is more or less a striker. So
Also, Drew makes a good point in terms of going back to the Heinz discussion before. Apologies. Also, rotating when the US and Aussie girls come back from internationals, as we always seem to struggle when they come back tired because of the jet lag and all that. It's so soon after they get back, it's like bang game. So that could be the influence, maybe.
I looked at Taylor Hines a little bit more in depth.
Mm.
Depending on tournament placements or international break placements, um, she's marked as a Jamaican international.
Mm.
Um, she is/was eligible to play for England as well. So yeah, you have a fullback, an English fullback who is playing for Jamaica.
Against Jamaica and things,
But
yeah.
let me say that again, an English fullback.
On the side that we are discussing with Lucy Bond, by the way, just saying.
Yeah. Holy
You couldn't
shit!
make it up.
It is dumping out here.
Could we have some, could
I
you
have
send
I
that,
have blue skies and there is so much rain that's coming down right
could
now.
you send that weather over to this side of the Atlantic, please? We need that. We haven't had that for like a long time. Well, depends where
I
I am anyway. In the UK.
didn't you just have it like last weekend? I'm just thinking of like the
Not really.
Silverstone race.
I think now. We've had mainly hot weather, sunshine. We've had like in the last week. Well, I don't know where G is, but where I am, here near London, half hour's worth of rain on Friday in the morning, and then it stopped. And then we've had heat ever since. It cooled down. It's cooled, and then the heat cooled down a bit for the last two or 3 days, say 2.5 days. It's due to go back up to the 30s again. Come tomorrow basically. Which outside of the UK isn't a bad thing, but when you're in the UK and you've got houses built to keep the heat in, and when you go outside, there's no breeze whatsoever. It's just complete pure heat on your back. Not the best. Not the best thing. So yeah, and the grass. I mean, the grass is not just for gardens or even the field where I walk the dogs is crying out for literal rain. The grass is dead basically wherever you look. It's literally crying out for it. And in terms of a back garden, if you spray your back garden here in the UK, you get fucking ratted out by your next door neighbours, and you're done by fucking because of a drought and all that. You can't fucking win really. Handsome good catch there. Give it a due. Come out and made herself big in terms of come out, commanded the box, commanded the area, and caught the ball. And thank you very much.
Corner, I think.
By the way, I'm on
Yep.
48-28 now.
48-57.
Not
Alex
that,
Green
not
with
that
the
far
take.
ahead, considering. If we could get a Leo goal or Russo goal to shut up the fucking Arsenal haters, that'd be fantastic. Or both. Being greedy.
Yeah. I mean, I do want Leah to at least get a shot off. because I may or may not have a bet going. A whopping 20-cent bet, but you know what? If Leah gets a shot off and the others, what else do I have? Oh, Russo!
Come on!
I looked down for half a second and
Balls in that
there's an offside. Maybe that's why she didn't celebrate.
Who's that? Ball in. No.
Onside.
Williamson out to
Williamson is
Greenwood.
offsides, but she's not interacting with the goal.
Well, thank you very much.
And then it looks like it hits a defender, and then Leah gobbles it up, and then everyone's onside after that. Ooh.
Oh, the flag's gone up, so we'll have to check this.
Yeah, they're doing a goal check.
Let's have a look.
They're doing a goal check. I think, all right, so
Leah's
if the defender clears it out of the box.
No. So the header. So when Leah's off, the Dutch player heads it. So that's done. That's sorted. That's a goal. If the Dutch defender doesn't touch it, if the Dutch defender doesn't touch it,
I think it's going to depend. I think it's going to depend on whose head touched it before Leah.
It was a Dutch defender. I've just seen the replay. The Dutch defender jumped up and headed it backwards.
Yeah, so that should have been onside goal, right?
Yeah. Oh, this is a joke. It's actually a joke. Okay. I know. My scoreboard says 3-0.
It takes like 45 seconds for them to knock it off.
It'll take their time. I'll keep my one as it is. There you go, yeah. But yeah, the ball comes in. Leah's offside. Yes, he's standing in offside. She's coming back from offside. But the ball is headed by a Netherlands defender back towards goal. She runs towards it then. So it nullifies her being offside as far as I'm aware. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, in the chat. And then when the ball's played back in, there's a defender ahead of Russo.
Yeah. I think the on-field ref should have gone to the actual video, not just relied, because for her that's a foul.
Especially after the other night in the England game with our offside goal. Did you see what they classed as offside?
You could not see where they had highlighted.
No. It's absolutely ridiculous. And it's like, hang on, what's going on here? Is this the Euro go over again with the men's final? But if I can replace Mikel Moreno and bloody who was the one that scored for us? I can't remember who it was now. A defender, I can't remember. Was it John Stones? I think it was. I can't remember. It was a defender. They switched them around to positions what they actually were on the pitch. Caused a bit of controversy. Hi Pete, welcome back. The 8 missed much apart from the goal being offside again for England. I'll admit, I was expecting, not just because obviously what happened to us at the weekend, but I was expecting a bit more from Netherlands because again, I think it's more that we know certain players in terms of what they can offer from an attacking point of view. I was expecting a bit more. Nothing from Jill Wood, hence why I got hooked off.
Viv's that ended
no
my
service. Viv's got no
I
service.
had Road to get two shots, not even on target, just 2 shots taken off.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. They're calling it on the initial pass in, which wasn't even to her.
No, the initial pass in, she's walking away from it. She's pulling herself back. She's coming away from the ball. Either way, the ball's intercepted. No matter what, the ball is intercepted by a defender who jumps up and heads the ball and changes the direction of the ball.
Yeah. All right. So as things stand right now, England is on top with a +1 goal differential. Everyone is on. The top contenders are on 3 points apiece. England, France, and the Netherlands are all at +1 goal differential. So England need one more to solidify that spot.
Yeah.
For at least a solid second place going into match day 3.
There we go. Even Pinky's asking the question in the group chat, just saying like, do they want England to get knocked out? Because that's who sees like the hell.
All right, Spitzer with a corner, driven in, cleared out by Greenwood? Yeah.
I think so. Space with the corner there. I was saying, yeah, it was Greenwood a cut clearance. Yeah, I've just seen the corner now.
It was driven into a spot where there were five English players.
Yeah, literally, not a tangerine shirt in sight. Tangerine orange, what you want to call it. For those that want to be specific about it, yeah.
Another Dutch corner. This one knocked off of Lucy Bronze. Oh, there goes Lucy Bronze shaking her knee. It's almost like she
yeah, I've just seen. Yeah, I've just
bent
seen
it
it
for a
up
hot
a bit.
second, landed on it wrong, and tried to walk on it, but it needed to like wake up first. Ball driven in.
Maybe it's trying to
And
pull up.
again, Greenwood to Russo. Russo fully clears it out for a throw-in.
But it's just like, you know, as I was saying, I was watching it play out, and it's like, initially I'm thinking, oh, she might have pulled something. But then is he trying to stop the game, stop the ball going, the ball out naturally? And then she just sipped over and kicked it for a fucking corner, and then goes, on my knees. Like, but you've got up and continued. So it's just like, is it really that bad? You're just playing, trying, because the cameras, the cameras are on you, trying to make it an excuse for a bad call there, basically.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Oh.
Next time there'll be a big tell for that one, sort of thing, from their point of view. Oh dear, melting. Over the corner. Spurs getting kudos for 55 million. We're putting down 50 on Mondueke. What the actual effort? I don't know. Ask Arteta. Ask the club. I don't know. I don't know. All I'm concerned about is getting a striker in for the men's team, getting Eze in, and the rest. If it falls to weight with Mondueke and all that, let it be whatever it is. But we can get Eze in, and Yorkeres, I'll be happy.
Oh. Dutch chance.
Lucy's getting cooked now. They've figured out Lucy ain't got the pace, and they're just putting everything on the outside of the pitch now.
Yeah.
Testing out our knee, put it that way.
When do the men head out of country?
1 second. Oh, look, 1 sec. This is the training. This is the training top from 2009. I think it was 2008, 2009. I think it was. I'll double check for you in a bit, but I'll let you know. But yeah, used to be better when it's it used to be red as well. That over time it's just faded in the washes and all that we've had over the last decade. But yeah, back to Arsenal, right?
Oh, shoot! Oh, that would have been off target shot. Lauren James, number 3.
3-0.
Yep.
Come on.
Took a shot, but it was blocked. But good thing it was blocked because it was gonna go off target, and then it went right into James, open path, open net, essentially. There were like 3 shots in the span of 15 seconds, or
Old big block and tap see it now.
Yeah,
Would have
I
been
definitely think that Elatoon's shot would have been
win off target,
based
yeah,
off
way
of
further
the
away.
angle in which it was heading. It would have been off target, but Daphne had it covered for the most part, and then it
And
just
then
left the net wide open.
yeah,
Oh, someone said Russo scoring twice this Euros, and both of them getting ruled out because someone else being offside.
yeah, make it make it make sense in that side. I mean, if one both have been questionable as well. Both offside have been questionable. If you think about it. But yeah, going back to the Arsenal men, our first game in pre-season is on the 23rd of July. So I assume we'll be flying out. Where are we on now? 23rd. What is on July? Yeah. So 23rd is on the Wednesday. I'd assume we'd fly out on the 18th or 19th, maybe earlier than that. We're in today. We're on the 9th, aren't we?
So like a
So
week or
so about
week and a half
sorry,
from now.
yeah, about a week or so we'll be travelling out. Obviously, us. First going to say it. Yeah, I say the 18th. I say to fly out because obviously you've got the flying itself, and then how long it takes to get over there, the jet lag and all that. So I say anytime between Wednesday next Wednesday, between next Wednesday and Friday, will be the days one of the days we fly out. Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday next week, depending on what their plan. Because obviously, you obviously got also when they arrive,
Crunching
the
tackle
train the
on
PR
Russo.
stuff they'll do over there as well. The launch of the
Thank
new
you.
away kit for.
No, heads up on.
Oh,
I
that's
think she
cool.
just landed awkwardly, or did she get stepped on? Russo gets bodied off, and she's down. The referee let play continue on, and then blew the whistle pretty much as the Dutch were passing the ball
Oh, there
out
you
of
go.
bounds.
Emerson says on the 18th for flying out, so on the Friday. I would assume a little bit a day or two earlier, just because of the longevity of the flight and the jet lag to recover from.
Uh,
Oh, good.
who? Oh, no one got the assist on that one. So with Man City having announced Sydney Loman, they did a let's bring in Jill Scott to give you a special message kind of thing.
Fuck's sake. Of course
Well,
it did,
there's the whole Jill Scott on the ground, getting up from the
yeah.
ground, and she has some choice words for a certain player.
Yeah.
Certain player is
Yeah.
Sydney Loman, and so
Mm.
the media person welcome the new signing into the club, and you know, wish him good luck at the Euros and for City. And so
Yeah.
Jill starts going off. She's like, "Wait, who?" And then the media person's like, "Sydney Loman." And she's like, "Sydney Loman." And then it's like, "Oh yeah." And she starts to pretty much say what she said during the Euros.
Bloody hell.
And they just bleeped it out, but it was a fun little callback. All right, so my whole point on when they were going to be flying out is they need to have a striker, and I think before they leave,
Yeah, Peter said that as well, yeah.
get as many signings as you can done before you fly.
Well, yeah,
Preseason, start gelling a little bit more.
well, yeah, so get them chilling a bit more, get them used to the team, the new setup they're going to be playing under the manager and all that, and everything. Basically, just be ready for the first three, basically the first six games of the season, which are huge in terms of United away, Leeds at home. Should be a job done, but it's Leeds, so you never know. Liverpool away the following week at Anfield, and all the others that follow after that as well. You want to hit the ground running. You want your players, you want your team gelled and ready and raring to go, and especially with the new players
Mm-hmm.
to have the pretty much the entire pre-season under their belt with the new club. Not coming in at the last minute and going, I have to adapt quick. and putting pressure on themselves to come. Here comes DVD Senior. Who's he going on? Who's she replacing? Sorry, my neck. Yeah, Senior. Yeah. Oh yeah, DVD-C. Yeah, you know. Yeah. Isn't it amazing how both of them ended back in the WSL? Both left the same club and ended up in the
the
WSL.
DVDs or
DVD-Cs,
mm,
as in one for Chelsea, one for London City Lionesses. Both left Lyon at the same time as well. Bit of a coincidence
yeah.
and all that.
Ooh,
Obviously,
Viv came off
with the,
for
like
DVD.
Viv. I guess he's got no service. I
I mean,
can't really, even as a neutral, say back a week, too shocked. But you'd think that you'd think Senior would be coming on to provide the service to me tomorrow. Jesus.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, but the Orange Army has been very, very quiet since the first goal. Cut back, crossover. No.
Beth looks pissed.
Cut back to Toon. Shoot. Ella
Yes.
Toon makes it 4, and another assist from Russo.
At least they're getting an assist. Hey, fuck it.
I feel so bad for Dan.
We got the 3 points. I think we can all relax because they've got the 3 points today. This is the response we needed and wanted. Well, what we wanted.
This is the England that needed to play. Like that was a. Are we gonna Williamson? Which hockey assists you get? You get an assist for assisting the official assister. Her center backs have not helped her at all. I think part of her problem was they had Wales the first match, and she didn't.
Well, it didn't have nothing to do with it, did
the
let's
ball
be
much.
honest.
I should have captained Russo.
But you would have hat-trick of assists for Russo, says Alex. Can't complain there. But you'd think that a defenders, experienced as they are, would give us some protection. It's just every time we've attacked, they've just gone part of the Red Sea and just gone, yeah, have a shot. Or the third goal, just literally, oh, where is it? I was in the net now. Okay. Oh, here comes Chloe. Chloe's coming on. Just seeing her getting ready to come on.
No, I think the problem with the Dutch today is that they played Wales first round, and Daphne had like nothing to do all game.
Yeah.
And the group of death, England. It was a winner go home situation.
Yeah.
So.
Lauren James is going off for Chloe Kelly.
Lauren James has been taken off.
You've got 2 goals today, so far better performance than fucking Saturday against France anyway.
Yeah.
So got to give her plaudits and all that.
Ooh, foul just outside the box.
Really?
Ooh, okay. And is this the first yellow card of the game? Hey, I hear you can just go to certain shops in Switzerland and get the England tap if you want.
Didn't catch that side.
I think really want the England top, you can just buy it. Still playing the game.
Oh,
She just dragged Ruth down by the shirt. Alex Greenwood staring into the sun to cross in the box. Crosses in, headed out, but still in the. Oh, they did end up calling offsides on someone who I think would have been interfering with had it been taken care of or not taken care of.
all in.
Ooh, I just heard the commentator say never conceded 4 goals in a major competition.
Oh, bloody hell.
Mm-hmm.
Finland versus Switzerland. Is Switzerland qualified yet? They haven't, have they? I can't remember now. I know Norway are out.
No. Da, 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 da. Who did they play? Switzerland need a draw or a win
Oh, okay, so it's in their hands
when
basically.
they play Finland. If Switzerland lose, then Sweden and Germany are through.
Yeah.
The 4 guaranteed. Portugal can go through.
If they win and I think Italy lose.
Portugal win and at least a 3-0 Spain win.
Yeah.
Group B is 6-4-1. Italy is at 4 points. They play Spain next. Logically, they only have a goal difference of +1. Portugal have a -5 goal difference. So if both of those games
Depends how much rotating Spain do, because they know they're qualified.
if Portugal win 1-0, that would bring their goal difference up to -4, but probably spank 4 past. No, they would Spain would need to hit I think 5 for it to be guaranteed. Portugal through. Switzerland need to win or draw. It's win or face Spain. Those are your options. They are 1 and 2. Winner does not play Spain in the knockouts.
Oh, okay. Yay. So for us to, from an England point of view, do we need to win our group to avoid going to the final?
All right, so they're in Group D. So one. Wait, shoot. Spain are B. They are 1B. Actually, you want England to finish second in the group. So Spain.
Okay.
This Spain will play the winner. Sorry, Spain will play the runner-up to 2A. See that? All right, maybe it wouldn't be Germany or Sweden play. It would be Germany or Sweden playing Spain if in the quarterfinals.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
1B plays 2A, so that is Spain versus Switzerland or Finland,
Oh, okay.
and 1D versus 2C, which right now would be Germany versus England.
Oh, God.
And then the winner of those two games would play each other in the quarterfinal. But um, on the other side of the bracket, you have Norway, who's for sure through, playing the second place finisher of Group B. There's Beth Mead on, Ella Toon is off, Grace Clinton is on, and Lauren Hemp is off.
Yeah.
Um, Norway will play Italy or Portugal, depending on how those next rounds play out. But right now, they would be playing Italy. 1C versus 2D. So Sweden, as things stand, it would be Sweden versus France. But you want it to either be, I mean, depending on how the Sweden versus Germany game plays out, you England could either be facing Sweden or Germany. If England finished second, then they have the chance of playing Spain in the final.
Uh,
If they finish first,
semi.
they have the chance to be playing Spain in the quarterfinal,
Uh,
semifinal,
okay.
quarterfinal, not the semifinal.
Oh,
They would essentially be finishing third slash fourth because there's
yeah.
no first place game. So
Excuse me.
in this point of view, you want France to win today and beat the Netherlands. You want France to go 9 points.
Oh dear. There you go. Beth, go on. Beth, go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Aye, by the way, for anyone wants to know, I will be covering the France Wales game in a bit as well. We'll get half hour's respite by the looks of it, and then we're back again for that one. Longer actually. Look at the timing.
The Dutch have had no shots on target. England have had
This is what I'm
6.
saying. They've been disappointed. The talent they've got, they've been disappointing tonight. And we can say, yeah, they had Wales and all, and Wales. As much as we praise Wales for the majority of that game,
Wales
but
held their own for the
yeah,
first half.
yeah, maybe it's because,
Oh,
and also you could say Viv's words come back in bitter on the arse. I don't know if you saw a press conference, but basically they're asking because obviously she's dating Beth, and potentially if Holland had won tonight, they could have potentially knocked us out, assuming France would go on to win their game. It'd be all, and her words were, "Oh yeah, she'll be angry with me, but oh well, it is what it is." On the
yeah.
poor one, let's just say that. ball played behind the attack in the end, thankfully.
Yeah,
Oh,
Wales held their own in the first half.
mm,
3, 4, 5. They in the first half, Wales had faced 7 shots, one on target, plus the goal. So
Wales had nothing to lose. That's the thing.
and the goal came in the third minute of stoppage.
Yeah,
That's I think that's the bigger thing. It's not like they conceded in the first 2 minutes or anything like that. They conceded essentially at halftime.
fucking our group chat on fucking Twitter's going mental.
Geez, what for? What for this time?
Oh, because you got idiots fucking going out their way on Instagram to
Oh,
find Wenduake and threatening him and
Eze versus Benwake.
all that bullshit. Yeah,
Oh, don't worry. Bob's food looks delicious.
Apparently,
Oh shit.
according,
Um,
according to the Arsenal Polls Twitter page, Madueke bid rejected. They want 60 mil. Yeah, fuck off. But go on,
yeah.
go on.
Um, you'll never guess who is on the bench again for a
Rodrigo.
3 p.m. men's kickoff. Yeah. You have Courtois on goal, Fran Garcia, Rudiger, Asensio, and Valverde, Bellingham, and Tuameni, and then Vinny Jr., Mbappe, Gonzalo, and Guler as your front four. So they're playing on a 4-2-4. Um, I think that's a very interesting situation for Rodrigo
Hmm.
because he's still fairly young. He's still got a lot of years left that he could be playing, and he's just not.
Yeah.
And it's not like he's that bad of a player. I almost feel like there's maybe a clash of heads between him and Alonso.
Yeah, that's a potential. But I think it's someone said it. I think it's last week. Someone was saying on another channel. Basically, he could be like when Alexis came from Barcelona to Arsenal. Alexis Sanchez. He was obviously leaving Barcelona with like Messi, Neymar, and all that. He went from being one of the big players, well, not the standout player, to being the standout player at Arsenal. Where if Rodrigo was to come to Arsenal, obviously he's part of a collective at Madrid, but at Arsenal he'll stand. He wouldn't be the only standout, but it'd be a bit more balanced for him, basically, more of a stage for him to shine on.
There goes Beth driving up the right, passes it back. I don't know who to who. Oh, passes to Bronze. Bronze to Walsh. Oh, I think that's shot number 4 on target for Russo.
Again, give it a service. You're getting the fucking job. You're getting a
Oh
shot.
no, she got the service. DVD was in the right spot.
No, I'm saying tonight's proven with Russo getting hat trick assist and all hat trick assist and the chances he's had for herself in general.
Oh,
Um,
sorry. It was her second, technically her second shot on target
but I'm saying,
because
yeah, what I was going to say
because of
was
her offsides ones. No, Rosie, the Netherlands are not winning.
look at the bottom
They have
corner, Rosie.
conceded more goals. This is the most goals that they've conceded in a major tournament ever, which is 4. Goal kick to the Dutch. In case anyone was wondering, the Netherlands have only gotten 3 shots off
Okay.
in 82 minutes, almost 83. 3 shots.
By the way, you're number 2 currently. By the way,
I'm number 2.
yeah, Petey Boy's number 1.
It's. Oh wait. I need to just.
I've got to,
If
I've got,
if I
I've got
just drop this.
I've got all you. So yeah, Rosie's way behind. If she wants to be number 1, she needs to pay up. Basically, let's put it that way. Petey Boy is number 1. Catherine, you're number 2. Emerson's number 3. Alex number 4. Gav's number 5. Rosie 6. Well, Russo's going off to an innovation. Beaver Jones is coming on. Bronze is going off as well for Charles.
Interesting.
The fact I know Longjack scored 2 of the goals, but the fact that she's put performance in tonight, she's got a hat trick of assists. If she doesn't get player of the match, I'm asking questions. That's all I'm saying. We'll let you know, Catherine, by the end of the stream if you've made it or not.
No, I think I'm going to be at a solid second because I'm stuck at 150 XP. Pete is at 175. Not sure how he got up to 175, but how long has the stream been going for? I know it's been at least 2 hours, but
145.
145. Yeah, we're in the second hour.
Um, Oh, we've still got a few minutes left of injury, plus injury time as well. Have a little chat afterwards, and then we'll get out of it. But what was I going to say? I've got to say now. But you know what's going to happen? You're going to get number one. You'll be like, yeah, number one, number one. Rosie will come in, bang, super chat.
Rosie will buy a few somethings. See,
Yeah,
no, I'm good with being a solid number two to Pete, but because I think he played fair. But Rosie buying her way to the top,
Pete says,
I definitely beat Pete. What?
not sure if I say I don't want Mendueke would go down well in the group chat. I think he means the our Twitter group chat thing. I'm assuming. I don't know.
Did you see the Joao Pedro goals? Yes, from
I've
yesterday.
seen the highlights of them. Yeah, like the one from outside the box and all that. Yeah.
Um, they were some pretty cool goals.
Yeah, give him his due.
See,
Is it?
no, see, it only rained here for like 20 minutes, but it like dumped down for 20 minutes, and that was it.
Yeah. Listen,
Uh,
the one thing I say about the Club World Cup though, consider we had a mini window before the tournament starts, and the thing was put out there for the clubs that are competing to get their squads registered in time for the Club World Cup. So, okay, cool. Why Chelsea been in terms of João Pedro? He's been allowed to sign and register during the tournament.
him
Because in that
and
ca- because in that case, Madrid should have waited then, and not paid a £10 million for Trent. They could have waited then.
I think they wanted him at the beginning of the tournament, not the middle. That's probably the thing. Didn't Chelsea sign two people that both like got shipped over right to the U.S.
Hmm.
Um, why can't I think of the other dude? It was Pedro and
Got the guy
um,
from Dortmund as well, Gittins. They've got him
someone
in.
else.
But he's cup tied, so he can't play. Who's the other one? Those ones in the head now. Oh no, I'm bloody melting up here. Look at this. The next stream, we need to be wearing cotton for the next stream.
Yeah, that one I won't be able to join. I've got
Yeah,
appointments and
no,
probably maybe at least make sure I got all my work done for the
yeah,
day.
Alex says that was brought in way ahead of time.
Oh, Delap. Yeah, Delap.
How must he feel? He'd be brought in first. Obviously, brought in at the first signing, number 9 jersey, promised the world clearly, and now he's like, yeah, Pedro's going to be ahead of you, mate. Good luck. It's amazing how all these rival fans are scared. Oh yeah, Pedro not going to fit Chelsea. Plays one bloody game, scores 2 goals. It's amazing. They're going to cook this year.
You've been saying that for the past 4 years.
Yeah, I remember a couple of years back when Potts was announced as a manager for each pre-season. Chelsea will be or in pre-season wise looking like they're going to be up, play some good football and be up for top form. Maybe put a charge together for the title somewhat to an extent. Then the season started as like, yeah, good luck with that one. So I'm holding off until the season starts for Chelsea. I want to give it 10 games in and see where this team lies because they've got a tough start themselves. Plus they've got to adapt to Champions League football in terms of the whole format now. It's all well and good adapting to Thursday nights on the bloody with this format, but in a Conference League, but doing a Champions League where you've got to play your first team and rotate. Let's see how you adapt then. Let's see how good you are then domestically.
So I just misspelled France. Autocorrect corrected it to furnace.
Cool.
Nick said that he totally forgot that we were doing this, and I said, "Well, we've got 2 minutes plus stoppage," and he's like, "My computer would take too long to boot up, or would take that long to boot up."
Just tell him we've got another. Tell him I've got another stream for the France Wales game. He wants to talk England in that one. He can do. Is it Real versus PSG? Yeah, it's Real versus PSG. That'll be kicking off at 8, won't it? Yeah.
So you can more or less do a double watch along and be covering the
Yeah.
France game. That, let's be honest, it's probably going to be over within the first 25 minutes if France play like they did, how they started the game versus England. And then Real Madrid versus PSG. That one could be spicy. Aggie Beaver Jones with a complete drag down.
Whew. The problem is Michelle's not got on tonight, and she came on Sunday. Or something. I keep saying my days mixed up on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday, and I thought she did a real good. I thought what she got put a good shift in.
Yeah,
It's not before
I mean, it was like 10 minutes, but
Yeah.
she changed the tempo of the game for sure.
Yeah.
No, I think Serena's trying to find a good, I
Balance.
guess,
Yeah.
striker rotation because she hooked Russo off for Aggie Beaver Jones, which I kind of laughed at the comment that someone made that said, you know, not Michelle getting her first senior uh, international tournament minutes ahead of Aggie Beaver Jones.
Yeah, what was it? Alex, the PSG lineup for tonight is Donnarumma in goal, Hakimi, Marquinhos, Bernardo, Nuno Mendes, Vitalia, Fabian Nunez, João Neves, number 7. I'm not going to try and get tongue twisted in that name.
The Georgian.
Yeah,
Cravastalia.
yeah, that's the one. Doué and Dembele. And Madrid, if you bear with me, is Courtois, Valverde, Rudiger, Asensio, Fangafia, Arda Gudia, Chouameni, Jude Bellingham, Vinicius Junior, Mbappe, and Gonzalo
Garcia. I think he's the main reason why Rodrigo hasn't been playing, because they just signed him.
Yeah, and on the bench for Madrid is Lumen, Carvajal, Mediato, Camavinga, Modric, Rodrigo, as we mentioned, Lucas V, Denis Ceballos, Brahim, Yusuf, Jacobiol, Shama, Victor Munoz, and Mario Martin.
Madrid have 5 more players on their bench than PSG. Full time, 4-0.
Well done, girls. Got the result, got the performance, and got the goal difference up. Become a full all round better response than what I was expecting. I thought 2-0, 2-1.
Yep. All right. This is like perfect timing. I just got pinged. I have to go back to work.
Yeah, no.
Bye, everyone.
Take care, Catherine, and see you soon.
Thanks for entertaining me.
Don't get in trouble now.
No. Bye.
But yeah, as I say, we are at 4-time. The girls win 4-0. Puts it back in our hands ahead of Sunday's crunch game in the group of death. So as it stands, we are top of the group on goal. Yeah, top of the goal difference, I'd assume. No. Oh, yeah, it would be actually because Netherlands won 4-0. We've beaten 4-0, so the +4 they had is now on 0. So it would be top on goal difference, I believe. Before France obviously play Wales later. But now from a situation where we had to win tonight against the Netherlands to stay in, the Netherlands have to beat the French to stay in themselves. Who would have thought? No, they haven't mentioned player of the match yet, on my end anyway. They didn't mention, again, I've got those volume ones on, and again, the graphic usually comes up when they mention player of the match. Did I miss that, guys? Or not seeing it on my screen. I personally would give it to Russo for the hat-trick assist and her overall performance. However, because Lauren James got 2 goals out of them 3 assists, Lauren James got 2 goals, sorry. They're probably going to give it to the one that scored the goals, aren't they? So I'll let you know on that one, so no. Serena Wiegman conference starting. Yeah, I do. Between this stream and the next stream, I do need to change the top because nylon's not the one. Here we go. So yeah, it's got Group D, England on top of a goal difference of +3. France got +1. Netherlands are now -1 actually, and Wales on -3. Imagine Wales done a poor miracle and win against France. That'd be something. That would be the ultimate fucking setup for fucking Sunday then. But yeah, compared to Saturday, can't complain about the girls tonight. They all turned up. They all put performance in, and we got the result we deserved. Netherlands, on the other hand, were disappointing all round defensively. As we mentioned already in the stream, but definitely got thrown into the bus. All the goals, like none of them. The first one, no keeper saving. Let's be honest. She's rooted to the spot. She's blinded. I think it was the second goal. She was blinded even more so to the last second. Couldn't get there quick enough to the near post. And then the defence in the second half decided to let it down with just ball watching. Basically, is what it is. We capitalised on it. We won 4-0. Sort of once we went 4-0, even with the subs, we sort of off the gas, went for the motions of playing the game out professionally, keep the clean sheet and all that jazz. Keep morale high ahead of Sunday's clash now against the Welsh. This is the interesting one, Rosie. As you're Scottish, so you're backing for that one on Sunday. Scotland or Wales? Scotland or Wales? England or Wales, sorry. Yeah, no worries, Pete. I'll probably see if you're around late. I'll see you in the live chat for the France-Wales game. Netherlands were robbed. In what world? They were robbed of what? Turning up today? Because what the Netherlands done today is basically, it's like they went into this with an arrogance because obviously we lost day one, even as well they won, and knowing the pressure was on us as defending champions to win. It's like they went into it like, we don't have to do much. We'll do what happened on Saturday in terms of what defended against England. And it'll pay off that way, and it backfired on them. All right, Tom, how you doing? Hope you're getting better. That's a good question. I'll hold you to that. Oh dear. But on that note, let's have a look quick before we wrap things up, how things stand on the old rankings. Oh, Pete's still number one. Close one there. Rosie jumped up to fourth. Quick, Rosie, if you really want number one spot, unjustified though, but still want number, you got your two, but you've got to be quick because I'm wrapping up soon. Oh dear, because I need to get. Now I've got to get half out, but I'll get a full on 45-minute break if I looks at it. Well, hey. Arsenal Leeds game moved to 5:30 because Leeds are in town. Okay, yeah, of course, yeah, that's the reason. Of course, it is. Fair enough, Catherine. Fair enough. Oh dear, but yeah, absolutely melting. Somewhat. It's just muggy. I don't know what it. I don't know breeze. I want some breeze. It's not some cool air. Did have a fan on, but it's decided no full charge anymore. Go away. But look, it is what it is. We get our heads down now. For the Lionesses, get their heads down now. They can relax. Go off for the next few days. Relax. and plan ahead for the crunch next door neighbour game against the Welsh on Sunday, which we'll be covering here instead of the Club World Cup. Sorry, Gav, if you're still watching, but I can't cover it. If I would have done, but clashing. Sorry, the girls in the Euros takes preference over a proxy tournament that I've not even watched. I'll be honest. Imagine it, because I've heard about the prices for the final. By the way, in the States, imagine having a World Club Cup final, the inaugural of this revamp. Imagine it's half empty or empty, with Trump in town as well. Ooh, that would be a good look for FIFA. I've got EA 25 for £18 as it's Prime. Oh yeah, Prime, Amazon Prime Day, isn't it? Between now and the 18th, was it? I don't know what days it is now. It might change this year. But yeah, it's cool. Fair play. I'll have to give you a game sometime. Once you're all set up and all that, and got used to the settings. Yeah, get you ready for the season ahead. Arsenal kicking ass. Oh dear. But on that note, we are going to get ourselves out of here. I'm going to go get myself freshened up again, get myself a cold drink, and ready for the France-Wales game, which will be going live. I will tell you now. 1 second, if you bear with me. One sec. I shall be going live. By the way, if you haven't already, hit them likes up as well. That'd be massively appreciated if you could do that. Hit the likes up, drive them up if you haven't already, and share the link around as well. That'd be massively appreciated. What time are we going to be going live? Yeah, 45. Yeah, 45 minutes. So literally, in 45 minutes time, I'll be back here. 15 minutes before kickoff for the France v Wales. Wales obviously have to win to give themselves a chance of upsetting the odds ahead of Sunday and give themselves something to fight for themselves on Sunday against us. Otherwise, it's just going to be a run-of-the-mill game for themselves. And yeah, we'll go from there basically. So yeah, take care, guys. See you soon. If you haven't already, as I say, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. Share the content around as well. It'd be massively appreciated. And we'll see you back in 44 minutes time for France versus Wales, the second game of the Group D, where France have now got a chance, or they always had the chance to qualify with a game to spare, putting all the pressure on the Netherlands now. Ahead of that clash for them on Sunday. Until then, though, we'll see you soon. As always, though, what channel is the game on? What the England game just finished? It's on BBC One. I'd assume ITV. I'm having a look. Let me have a look quickly. I'll have a look just for you. The France Wales game, I would assume. It's on ITV. The amount of fucking coverage ITV are getting in his fucking tournament is ridiculous, by the way. Boom, boom. Schedule. So yes, I would. I'm assuming I'm correct because I'm going to go over to Sky Go. Let it load up. Bloody hell, 380. Bloody hell, what's going on over on Twitter? Hello, over on Twitter. Yeah, it's currently on ITV now. Turn my shoulder off. Dear. And who have we got for the coverage? Laura Woods. Is that a certain person I do not like? Got Jane Ludlow, Arsenal. Well, hey, former Wales head coach. Obviously, if you know, you know. Part of the 07 quadruple team. Yes, said person I do not like. I will not be mentioning her. Is part of the Punditry team. Scumbag of the earth. Yeah, she's on there. Oh, so we finished second in our group. Yeah. Go away, Tom. Read the room. Read the room, my friend. Oh dear. Moss is just sitting there with his face like a smack backside. Giving Noah Woods the biggest death stare. Anyway, on that note, as I keep saying, we're going to get out of here, go and get ourselves a quick drink and freshen up. And I'll see you in about 40 odd minutes. Until then, take care, as always. And up the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners.